A BIOS loop occurs when your Steam Deck continuously restarts without booting into SteamOS or boots directly into the BIOS menu and won't proceed to the operating system. BIOS loops commonly occur after failed SteamOS updates, incorrect BIOS settings modifications, or hardware changes like SSD replacements. There are three main types of BIOS loop scenarios you might encounter: infinite boot loop, being stuck in the BIOS menu, or experiencing a black screen boot. The first solution to try is a hardware reset. Hold the volume plus and power buttons simultaneously for 10 or more seconds to force a complete system restart. If the hardware reset doesn't work, you need to access the BIOS by holding volume plus during startup. Then check and correct the boot order to ensure your internal NVMe SSD is prioritized. If these basic troubleshooting steps fail to resolve the BIOS loop, you'll need to proceed to more advanced recovery methods, which involve using recovery images and reinstallation procedures. The primary method for recovering a Steam Deck from BIOS issues is using Valve's official recovery image. This method has a success rate of over 91% and typically takes about 23 minutes to complete. First, create a recovery USB drive using Valve's official Steam Deck recovery image. Download the image from Valve's support website and flash it to a USB drive using tools like Balena Etcher or Rufus. To boot from the USB recovery drive, power off your Steam Deck completely. Then hold the volume down button while pressing the power button. This will bring up the boot manager where you can select your USB device. Once booted from the USB drive, you'll see the Steam Deck recovery menu. The most comprehensive option is Re-Image Steam Deck, which performs a complete system restoration, wiping all data and reinstalling SteamOS from scratch. For advanced users, manual BIOS configuration can resolve boot issues. Access the BIOS by holding volume up while powering on. Navigate to the Boot tab to verify the SteamOS entry exists and is prioritized in the boot order. An important BIOS setting to check is Secure Boot, which should be disabled for most recovery operations. This setting can prevent the Steam Deck from booting properly if enabled incorrectly. If you've replaced your Steam Deck's SSD and are experiencing boot issues, the problem is often related to partition formatting. New SSDs must be properly formatted with a GPT partition table before installation. For the most advanced users, the recovery environment also provides terminal access with specialized repair tools. These command line utilities can fix specific issues that the graphical recovery options cannot address. These recovery methods provide comprehensive solutions for Steam Deck BIOS issues. With proper application of these techniques, the vast majority of problems can be resolved without requiring hardware replacement or professional repair services.